Is this thing on? Oh, my hair is a hot mess. Good lord. Is this thing on? Is it on? Is it on? Okay. Am I stuck? Hang on, y'all. I can see you in there, but I can't tell whether my stream's running or not. But I think it is. There we go. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Uh, how's it going? It's that time of the week. Here we are. Yes, you are hearing puppies whining in the background because they are not happy that they're in their crate. But they've been in and out all day. It's not that deep. You've been out in and out all day. So they're gonna be in the background. Like not much I can do about it. Sorry. Um. So who's here? Hi, Amanda. Hi, Catherine. Who's saying hello to Amanda? Our crochet beast is here. Hey, Thea. Hi, Nancy. There's Lacey. Yeah, puppy's going puppy. Yeah. And these puppies puppy in the most puppiest ways that I've experienced in a very long time. Hi, Lori. Okay, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Wednesday, which means it's Wednesday chat with Mocha. That would be me. Most of you know this already, but I've had a lot of new people uh subscribe to my channel and my Facebook group, so I figured I would do a more formal introduction. I'm unapologetically Mocha, and on this channel we talk about all things craft and crochet. If it's craft that you make, anything creative, it's my jam. But this is my Wednesday live, and here we just kind of chat about what's going on in the yarning community. We talk about what we're working on, things we have planned to work on, things we finished. It's really just we just sit here and we chat and we chill about crochet and other crafts and life in general. So, what have you guys been up to? What's new? What are you working on? Let us know. Let's see who else came in and what chats I've missed. What kind of puppies? They okay. Mom is a Boxweiler, which is half boxer, half Rottweiler. Dad is a Champagne Pit Bull. So they're Boxweiler, Sham Boxweiler Bulls, or something like that. I don't know. They're cute though. Um, they're cute. I'll just say that. There were 7 total. They've all been adopted. I kept one. My kids kept one, and um, the other 5 all have homes. But right now, 2 of them that are going to a friend of ours are still with us because he just bought a house and he's waiting to move in before he grabs the puppies. So that's why there's 4 of them whining in the background instead of what should be 2. But we're lucky because all of them got homes with people that we know and trust, which is very cool because that means that like somewhere down the line we can do like a puppy reunion, which would be totally cool. But so yeah, and the funny thing about that, we've been trying to get Zeus, their dad, um, neutered for months, and because of COVID, the appointment kept getting pushed back, pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. The day, I kid you not, the day we finally got him an appointment to get neutered was the day those puppies were conceived. And an extra kicker, the day the puppies were born were the days was the day that he was neutered. It's just the circuit, how that went full circle just cracks me up. So that's how we ended up with puppies. We were trying to get him neutered, trying really hard. Let's see. So what else? Hey, VJ. VJ saying hello to everybody. Nancy saying hello. Nancy. What's Lacey saying? Yep, this is our Wednesday live where we chat about journal rants and raves, and when it is about crochet or yarn, bonus points. Welcome. Yeah, we pretty much cover everything in here. We're like a fam. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Oh wait, see, what'd you say? I have been sick by on my fifth love shrug. All five are different colors. Oh my goodness! You're behind in pictures. I need pictures. Holy crap! Yeah, they were just supposed to be here. They were literally just supposed to be here. The crochet bee strikes again. Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna talk about the shrug and the crochet the cow here in a second. Yep. Amanda said I've been doing tons of ribbing today. 2 sweaters that only need ribbing. Ugh. I have a love-hate relationship with ribbing. I love how ribbing looks. I don't like what it takes to make it. But since I like it so much, I suffer through it. Kind of like fringe. Not really a fan of doing fringe, but I like how fringe looks. But oh yeah, I forgot. We're sending all of our fringe to help me here. Who are we sending? Catherine, yes. Catherine gets all of our fringe work. So what's everybody else working on? What we doing? You got Thea on her 5th love shrug. Amanda's doing ribbing. Well, you guys chime in. I'll tell you how well my day has been. Actually, okay. Let me. If we back it up, other than the crochet along, I have had a week of frustration. Um, okay, not total frustration, but enough frustration that it's higher on my level of annoyance than what I've succeeded at is. Um, I'm working on several patterns, and none of them are turning out the way I want them to, and it's frustrating me. But I go through this all the time. All of my patterns never turn out the way I want them to the first time. I'm used to that. The love shrug. If you knew how many different times I fillet crocheted hearts and didn't like them. They're either too wide or too small or too long. That took a while. So I know that the frustration is worth it because the love shrug is gorgeous. However, that doesn't really stop the fact that when things aren't working, I'm still getting frustrated. Case in point, I I do cap I did well let me rephrase. I used to do tapestry crochet and I was pretty good at it at one point. I don't even have anything here. I don't think that's tapestry that I can show you. No, not down here. It's probably packed away somewhere. And I figured, you know what? I wanted to do some more because I want to make a tapestry bag, right? I I charted out a pattern and I start working on it, and I'm doing it in the round or trying to, and it's not working. I'm not. My circles are lopsided, and it's annoying me. And I figured out what I did wrong, but by the time I figured out what I did wrong, I was tired of working on it, so I just put it aside. I'm like, you know what? I will come back and address this later because I just can't do this right now. I thought about, instead of doing it around, making an actual flat fabric and sewing the sides together. I didn't really want to do that because I really wanted, what I had in mind, just that would not match. So I'm tabling that for now, and I'll come back to it later because although it's something I wanted to do, it's not one of those patterns that I'm actually planning on um, releasing. It's just something I was doing because I wanted to do it. So I'm just going to shove it to the side for now. Um, I'm also in the process of trying to film the shrug for the video tutorial, and oh, that's going swimmingly. I had to frog and redo a section 3 times, not because I crocheted it wrong, but because it didn't film right. The sound was bad, and one, the sound was bad, and one, the video quality was bad, and one, my hands weren't under the so the video tutorial is coming. It's just going to take me a minute because I'm like one bad uh, filming session from tossing my camera out the window. So I'm gonna set that aside for a day or so. And while I'm on it, no, I'll come back to that. Never mind. Meanwhile, I'm in the last 3 weeks of my class, and as if we weren't busy enough, it just got ramped up even more so because an assignment that I thought I had a firm grip on, my instructor decided to change it up a little bit and added several more parameters that not only mean I have more work, it means I have to undo part of the work I've already done. So that's frustrating me. And my work client had been slacking off on sending me stuff. Then they would send me a ton of stuff, and now I haven't heard from them in like a week. So I'm like, what is going on? So I guess that's my long way of saying I'm a little stressed right now. I need something to go right. So when I get like that, I fall back onto an old familiar pattern, and I just start doing granny squares. So I've been working on these granny squares because I can do these granny squares and work through what's going on in my head, try to work out what's frustrating me, try to figure out a solution on how not to be frustrated so I can get everything I need to get done. And that's been my week up to today. I'll go into the rest of that after I see what you guys are saying, because I can see that you guys have been chatty, which I love. But let me get back up here. Nancy started her cow. She's on row 3. Yay. Lacey is cutting up cabbage. What are you making, Lacey? I love cabbage. I love it raw. I love it cooked. I love it with noodles. I like it with potatoes. I just love cabbage. Catherine is still knitting the test knit sock and doesn't seem to be too thrilled with it. Is something going wrong? Is it the pattern? Are you just having a hard time? Spill. Let us know. VJ, just imagine how many shrugs she would have done if she had been feeling well. I know, right? This is her not feeling well. She's got 5. Good Lord. Crochet Beast says, I will take pics later today and send them. I love the pattern and I have it in my head now, so I don't have to keep looking back at the pattern, which has been good being under the weather. Oh wow, cool. Well, after that many, I would imagine you would have the pattern down. I'm glad you like it though. I really like it. It's definitely one of my favorite things I've ever made. BJ is weaving in ends on a double-sided kitchen scrubby done in the interlock stitch. That should be a really good scrubby. Smiley face. Happy, laughy face. Sounds like the day I had starting at 5 a.m. I haven't even gotten into what happened today. Sounds like a week full of setbacks. Yeah, it's just one after another, after another, after another. Today kind of made up for it. I'm getting to that in a second. Y'all don't judge it. I'm having cabbage, hot dogs, carrots, and potatoes. I use all beef hot dogs because, oh, that sounds good. And you're mixing it all together? That sounds good. I'd probably use kibasi over hot dogs, but either way, hey, serve me a plate. Save me a plate. Okay. So we're up to today, and Sandy from Crochet A Canada. Is it Canada A Crochet? I always get her name wrong. I feel bad when I get her name wrong. Um, Hang on. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, Crochet A Canada, Sandy, did a video on my shrug. And she was pretty complimentary about it, and I thought it was really cool. And her video is she's saying it's a fail, but if you watch the video and you see what she made, it's not a fail. It's lovely. What she's saying, why she was saying it was a fail, is because she used a way too busy yarn, in her opinion, and the hearts weren't popping. Well, let me see comment off here real quick. Here's the thing: when you make the shrug and busy yarn. Case in point, when you look at it, they don't pop. They really don't pop that whole much. But when you wear it against something solid, you can see them. Now I'm wearing a gray shirt. A lighter shirt would probably work better. But as you can see the hearts. So she's being way too hard on herself. The yarn she used was great. She got the pattern down, even though it was her first time doing filet crochet. And I left a comment telling her that I thought she should keep going because what she's done so far is great. So that was cool to wake up to. And also in the process, she suggested that people come and join the crochet along. So I got a nice little influx of new people to the group, and I got some new subscribers, which put me over 300 subscribers. So yay me. I'm finally over 300. I have been sitting at that 280, 290 mark for a couple months now. I would like get up to like 290, then drop down to 280 something. I get up to 295, and I drop down to 290. I got up to 297, I dropped down to 293. I finally crossed over into 300. It looks like I'm going to stay there now. So yay. Finally. So that was my day. And that leads me to where I am right now. So, what else are you guys talking about? Amanda says that sounds good. I think it sounds great. I cook it all together in the Instant Pot with just salt and pepper and a little water. I think it sounds awesome. That sounds delicious. People laugh because I use hot dogs and not sausage, but I like beef hot dogs more. I will have Roger Wood sausages and potatoes in the air fryer tomorrow. Alrighty. So you have an air fryer and an Instant Pot. I cut out the middleman and just got a Foodie Ninja. I love that thing. I love my Ninja. I guess I should say Ninja Foodie. Yeah, it's a Ninja Foodie. I love that thing. Catherine saying, my first yarn for the sock was too slick for me on my new Chiagu needles and way too dark. So I cast on another yarn and it started falling apart. Threw that away and now using sock yarn. That is great. Don't you love it when you have to fight with the yarn to find the right yarn for a project? As much as I love yarn, that's, knowing what yarn will work and what yarn won't kind of can leave you frustrated, because you can have a yarn that you just really want to use for a certain project, but try as you might, it just ain't the right yarn for the project. So you're forced to set that yarn aside and find another yarn that will work for the project. So you're stuck with either making a project that works with that yarn or finding a yarn that works with the project. It's wonderful when the two meet. Kind of like Butterfly and the Love Shrug. That was a marriage made in heaven. I love cabbage in any form too. Oh yeah, cabbage is awesome. My mom used to make cabbage a lot, and she would like make large quantities of it, and she would buy a large head of cabbage and then a smaller head. The larger head was entirely cooked. The smaller head, she would cook half of it and give me half to eat raw because I just love raw cabbage. I don't really like lettuce in a salad, but let me chop up some cabbage and I'll make that as a base on a salad in a heartbeat. I love cabbage. Thank you, Amanda. I'm so happy to finally have busted through that 300 number. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, VJ. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy, I think were you number 300? I think. And was that you I was talking to? Hi, Marquita. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell us what you've been working on, what you're up to, what's new. Yes, I have some new friends, and I'm happy to. You're just saying hi to Marquita. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you were. That's what I thought. Amanda saying hi to Marquita. Okay. So, yeah, so the theme of this week has definitely been frustration. And as I said, when I get frustrated, I fall back on one of the first things I learned to make, which is a granny square. So when you guys are getting frustrated with your projects, what's your fallback? What is your, I guess, lack way of describing it, your go-to crochet, your go-to comfort crochet? What do you do when you just need to crochet just for the sake of crocheting? You know, you're not working on, it's not for a project, it's not for a pattern. You just have that need to make knots with a hook. What do you do? Let me know. Lacey saying, "Hey Marquita, I saw you in your cute new cow. Oh my god, that thing's ridiculous. It is so cute. The thunderstorm. Maybe it will. I'll make it as a hat. I don't know, but I know the yarn was dreamy, and you were adorable. She was. If you're talking about the thunderstorm one, unless she's got another one out that I've totally missed. But the one that she made with the thunderstorm yarn is gorgeous." Catherine saying, "I ordered a burger once at a restaurant and they accidentally put finely shredded cabbage on it. I only mentioned it to the waitress because not everyone likes cabbage, but it was awesome. Oh my goodness, why have I never thought about putting sauteed cabbage or raw cabbage on a burger? Why have I never thought of that? Oh my god. Look at me, I'm flabbergasted thinking about it. Oh, that sounds so good." "I am still working on my friend's scarf. I will finish it by the end of the week." Well, cool. You're making really good progress on it on your last podcast. Your fallback is single crochet or a hat. Cool. Hey, PJ. Long time no see, girl. How you been? So sorry I'm late. Just finished part 2 of the Chicago Marathon. You ran it? Awesome. Right now we're just chatting on what our comfort crochet projects are. What we work on when we just have the need to crochet. It doesn't have to be like a project thing. You just want to crochet. That's what we're talking about right now. Nancy said, "I go to granny squares I call mindless happiness." Yep, that's me. My that Because I mean, let's be real. It's 1, 2, 3, chain. 1, 2, 3, chain. 1, 2, 3, chain. Oh, quarter. 1, 2, 3, chain, chain. 1, 2, 3, chain. 1, 2, 3, chain. 1, 2, 3. It's very mindless, but you end up with an end result. So you can just keep going on and on and on and on and on with it. I mean, it can be huge. My go-to is always something with a double crochet or chunky yarns. Okay. Dishcloths are Catherine's go-to. Awesome. PJ makes hats. Is there a particular pattern, or you just double crochet and around until you have a hat? Double crochet is my comfort zone. I'll do a plain shawl or hat. Awesome. So are these comfort and palette cleansers for you? Because some people they're the same. Some people they're different. Me, it's pretty much the same. A comfort stitch is also a pattern cleanser for me. A palette. What did I say? A palette cleanser for me. Marquita is saying thank you to Lacey. Lacey saying to clarify, I end up making a hat because I do single crochet ribbing, and so I end up turning it into a hat. So your comfort stitch is ribbing. All right, new rule. All fringe goes to Catherine. All ribbing goes to Lacey. Mark your notes accordingly. I know you'd love Thunderstorm, Kim. It's very similar in texture to Malabrigo. It is. It's gorgeous. Now I was going to get some from Willie, but I asked him about the prices, and I'm not quite financially equipped to get as much as I would need for the product I want to make with it. So I told him to let me know the next time he put a batch out, and I'm going to set aside the money for it, and I'm going to buy it. I just wasn't in a position to, at the time, to buy as much as I would need to buy to make what I want to make with it. So, kind of bummed by it, but you know, it'll come around again, or something similar. I mean, his yarns are gorgeous, so I'm sure something will come around. The stitch you used for the DC waistcoat stitch is mesmerizing to me. It is neat. Didn't you do a Marquita? Did you do a tutorial for that stitch, or were you planning on doing one? Why did I have that in my head? Amanda saying raw cabbage on a burger sounds great. I love the vinegar coleslaw on pulled pork. Amanda, did you happen to live in the Carolinas by chance? Because they're all about their vinegar-based sauces, their slaw, their barbecue sauce. Some of the best meat I've ever had was at a pig picking in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Oh my goodness. Delicious. Marquita likes raw veggies too, and cabbage is delicious, period. Yep. I like it raw. As I've already said, but I'm going to say it again. I like it raw. I like it cooked by itself. I like it cooked with potatoes. I like it cooked with noodles. I like it in coleslaw. That's probably my least favorite way I like cabbage, but I still eat it because it's cabbage. Yeah, cabbage is awesome. I can eat a whole head of cabbage raw or cooked by myself. Catherine saying hi to PJ. Marquita is saying that sounds good to Amanda. I agree. I'm dyeing it on my Nordic track. Oh, you're doing it on your Nordic track. Gotcha. Whew. Either way, I'm tired of thinking about it. In Northwest Alabama, they put coleslaw or vinegar slaw on the barbecue sandwiches, and it is so good. I never heard of it until I moved up there. Oh yeah, yeah. When I lived in, like I said, I lived in Fayetteville, North Carolina for several years, and they're definitely more the vinegar barbecue sauce and vinegar bases with all their sauces, unlike say Kansas City, that's ketchup or tomato based. And oh my goodness, I love me some um, vinegar barbecue sauce. Oh, I love it. Salt fish and chips used to put coleslaw on their fish sandwiches. Mmm. Y'all, I'm already hungry. You guys are making it worse. That does sound good. That was the only place I had it, and they aren't open anymore. Oh, that's so sad. PJ saying I'm making my fourth convertible hat. It can be a closed hat. You put a tail through it, or wear it like a neck gaiter. Oh, cool! It shells and double crochet. Neat. You have to show us some pictures when you're done with it. I had to do the same thing with Willie. Yeah, you hit me those prices, and I was like, oh, I would, but I can only afford to buy like half of what I would need to make what I want to make with it. So hit me up with the next round. Lord, that man knows he could dye some yarn, though. It is delicious. Oh, it's gorgeous. That yarn is insane. His yarn is beautiful. Yes, I did the tutorial for the stitch, and the man that helped me to name it the double crochet waistcoat stitch. I thought you did one. I didn't think I was pulling it out of the air. I lived in Georgia for a few years, made a couple trips to South and North Carolina. Oh yeah, they love them some barbecue, and they want to put a pig in a big old drum and cook that thing for hours, and it's just the meat is ridiculous, and the skin is just cracklings. Oh, okay, I gotta stop. Let me stop. Ugh. Wait, I'm sorry. What did Catherine say? Yes, on the cold slaw and pulled pork. I could talk cabbage all night. Me too. Yes, he can, Lacey. Yes, he can, girl. Yeah, Will has got some talent. Cabbage and noodles? Oh, yeah. Cabbage and noodles is delicious. I eat tons of cabbage when I am trying to lose weight. I just eat tons of cabbage because I like cabbage. I wish I would lose weight eating it, but I eat it anyway. Lacey, where do you live in Northwest Alabama? South Carolina is all about that mustard sauce. It's good. Mustard sauce, mustard sauce, mustard sauce. I know I've had fish with it, but I don't think I've had mustard sauce with anything else. Although I think mustard sauce tastes really good on a steak. I thought it'd just be good, but good, yes, okay. Nancy's be right back. Have to help my pop. I am his caregiver. I will keep you writing. Okay, we'll be here. Does it work? Yeah. It hasn't worked for me so far, but maybe I'm doing it wrong. I live in Florence, and really, that's an Alabaman thing. We do it all over the state. What's it all? What Lacey said? Yeah. Well, it's not a completely just Bama thing because I'm in West Virginia and we do it here too. We put slaw on hot dogs. We put slaw on burgers. We put slaw on pulled pork. And we'll put slaw on anything. We'll just slather it on there like it's a condiment. I love malt vinegar on French fries. That's really good. But in Florence, the slaw is always yellow, never white. What makes it yellow? Oh, VJ, that sounds delicious. Yep. Y'all ever had any white sauce? It's white barbecue sauce they use in Bama too, and it is so yummy. I put it in on everything. I need to make some. What's in it, Lacey? VJ, yes, cabbage is so versatile and low-cal and very good for you. Yeah, it's very low-cal. It's pretty much all water. So Lacey lived in Addison, Alabama for about 8 years. Now they're back in Florida. I went to a pig thing before. The people were weird. The pig was so good though. I always went to my friend. My friend had one every year. She had an annual pig. She called it an annual pig picking every year. So I went to hers. I didn't venture into like strange places. Lacey, I can't get with that white barbecue sauce. I tried though. So what tell me was in it? I ate the TJ Miracle Soup in my 30s. I may make another batch. What is TJ Miracle Soup? Is it a weight loss thing? If it is, please give me the deets. I think the yellow mustard and cayenne make it a dark yellow. Okay, that makes sense. Cayenne. Spicy coleslaw. You guys are killing me because I'm starving now. I've never heard of a white barbecue sauce. What's it taste like? Yeah, what's it taste like? What's in it? Lacey, come on now. White sauce. Mayo, vinegar, pepper, and sugar. Sounds like my sauce for my coleslaw. Yeah. Sounds like the sauce I use for my coleslaw. Yeah, and lemon juice. Yeah. Oh wow, I've been making white sauce all the time and didn't even know it. So my coleslaw isn't technically coleslaw. I could like be fancy and say shredded cabbage and lettuce with a hint of white sauce. Yeah, I'm a bougie at my coleslaw now. I'm gonna say that I'm not making coleslaw. I am making shaved cabbage in a white sauce reduction. Don't mind me. I'm just being silly now. This is the most de-stressed that I've been all day, all week actually. So, yes, like coleslaw dressing. I put cayenne pepper in my homemade mac and cheese. I put cayenne pepper and or hot sauce on everything. I love spicy stuff. Mayo based barbecue sauce, no thanks. I don't like sweet coleslaw. Okay. You can probably eliminate the sugar though, and mayo doesn't taste like anything. It's like half mayo, half vinegar though, and a crap ton of sugar and pepper. Just a bit of lemon juice. You can say it like that if you want to, Mocha. It's your party, and you can be fancy if you want to. I don't know, man. You could probably like cut out some of the sugar, up the vinegar and the lemon juice, and then it's going to be a tangy tart coleslaw. Because mayo is going to take on the flavor, whatever the flavoring you're adding. So the mayo is going to taste like vinegar and lemon juice. So I could eat coleslaw anyway, but my kids hate it. mm, I don't think Taylor's really a fan of coleslaw. Now that I think about it, she can take or leave it. I love it, however. I love it, and she makes a mean cabbage and noodles. So I gotta give her props for that. She adds bacon. Bacon makes everything better, but what do I know? Even without bacon, it's still good. They hate smell of coleslaw. Will they eat cabbage, or does the smell of cooking cabbage bother them too? Only like my coleslaw, and I will tolerate public slaw. Yeah, funny story about coleslaw. Back in the day, coleslaw from KFC and Long John Silver's, and there's another restaurant. I can't remember the name of it. I can't think of where it was. Right. where it's from right now, all came from this the bag mix for the coleslaw. So the cabbage, the onion, the carrots, all came from a company called Cornet Foods. That was based where I live now in West Virginia. And I worked at Cornet Foods for several summers. Let me tell you, after working at Cornet Foods and literally standing on the line with a gigantic head of a gigantic, well, I did do lettuce, but I'm not talking about lettuce right now. A gigantic head of cabbage, wearing with a big cleaver, wearing a chainmail glove, and having to whack through cabbage heads to cut them in half so they could go through the machine. That was the one time in my life that I did not want to bother cabbage. I don't think I ate cabbage for like a year after I worked the couple of summers there. It was just ick. Food processing plants are some of the most gross places that you could ever work. And when they tell you you don't want to know how your food is made, they're not kidding. You don't really want to know. I quit eating packaged salad because when I wasn't working on the cabbage line, I was working on the lettuce line. And that was gross too. So my suggestion to you is skip the prepackaged coleslaw and prepackaged salad and just buy each individual vegetables and make it at home. Trust me on this. It may be different now because we're talking, oh my God, 30, almost 40 years ago. But some of the things I saw still stick with me. So I just thought I'd throw that out there since we were talking about cabbage. I still love cabbage. I will always eat cabbage. I just don't eat prepackaged salad mixes. And there is your random fact about Mocha. I know you're wondering. I just ate, but now I'm getting hungry again. People laughing at Lacey, which is said to be. There is a classic TJ Miracle Soup recipe on the web. We changed it a bit. Shredded cabbage, onion, green pepper, carrots, tomatoes, spicy V8, and garlic. Simmer in beef broth until tender. That sounds good. Add salt, pepper, and sweetener to taste. You could add a little vinegar as well. That actually sounds good. Eat a full anytime you're hungry. The vegetables are from dirt, so... Well, yeah, but never mind. Just always wash everything real good. I would still skip the salad mixes. Which of them one of the cleanest restaurants are? Waffle House. At least the ones I worked at. They were held to a very... I love Waffle House. Waffle House is delicious. Waffle House was my go-to after we spent the night out in the clubs and the bars. You had to go to Waffle House after that. It's a given. I just finished a bowl of buttered noodles with salt and pepper. Sounds good. Yeah, y'all are killing me now. I'm starving. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to eat. And ironically enough, I don't have any cabbage in the house right now. Figures. I do have some spaghetti. Blah. I do have some spaghetti sauce that I could warm up, unthaw. I don't know. I'll find something. I always do. Um. So let's see. Oh, yeah. I said I was going to make an announcement about the cow. I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and let the cow run through the rest of the month of February. Since people are just finding it, I don't want to like abruptly end it just as people are actually wandering their way over to it. So we're going to run it for the rest of the month. I'll put up an announcement on the group page. And I'll probably, I don't know if I'm gonna make a video just announcing that it's continued or what, but I'll post it on my socials. So go ahead if you like, even though people that were thinking about participating but they weren't going to because they knew that it was supposed to end on Valentine's Day, go ahead and let them know, nah, it's going on for the rest of the month. And I mean, even if I did end it on Valentine's Day, the group isn't going anywhere. What is going on? Where did my screen go? You guys still there? Okay, you are. Wow. Something pops up on my screen out of the blue. Um, Even if I did finish the cow on the 14th, the group isn't going anywhere because it's the group that I made because I want to actually create a community of crocheters, of like-minded crocheters. So even if they came in late, they can still make the cow. It's going to stay. The pattern's going to stay there. But I decided to go ahead and just let it run through the month of February because we're having fun and people are just finding it, and it's been fun to like watch everybody's progress with the cow and all the patterns and all the lovely yarns people are choosing and all the different ways that they're making it. So we're gonna keep the fun going for the rest of the month. Let's see, what am I missing? Waffle House, buttered noodles. Lacey saying, "Oh no, it will be a hell of a drive, but you could come get some cabbage from me. Hurry though, two teenage boys and a very hungry girl, so it goes fast." I worked at Burger King when I was 17. I'll never eat at one ever again. I have 2 heads of cabbage in my fridge. Just kept, yeah, I get it. Just taunt me. That's not very nice. It's okay. I'll just go to the store and get some more. It's okay. I'll survive the night without it. It'll be rough, but I'll power through somehow. End scene. And now I'm in a goofy mood, which is kind of funny because once I'm done with this chat, I'm gonna get something to eat. Then I gotta go work on my assignment for my class. So best to be in a good jovial mood now because that's going to zap it real quick. So let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Obviously I didn't have any finished objects because I couldn't get anything started enough to finish it. Um, my upcoming plans for next week continue with the crochet along. I'm going to continue filming the tutorial. Hopefully, I can film that and not break my camera in the process. Um, as a safeguard, I've had Taylor remove all hammers, baseball bats, any other blunt objects that could be used to destroy something out of my line of sight. So, thanks, Diva. Let's see. My birthday's next Monday, so I'm not planning on doing anything because I'm going to be knee deep in my class assignment, my final assignment. So, and then I have my final exam the week after that. So I'm probably delaying my official birthday celebration. So, yeah, continuing to play, to enjoy the cow, continue filming, continue working on my patterns, and probably taking up yoga again because I'm getting stressed out. Uh, so definitely need to add yoga and more meditation. I already meditate, but apparently I need to do more. They. Let's see what's Wakita saying. Oh, I wanted to ask, can anyone recommend a fashion yarn dyer that uses slub or thick and thin yarns? Amanda, that sounds like something you might know. Or Catherine. Or PJ. Anybody. I don't have an answer, so anybody can chime in on that one. Lacey, everybody. Oh, thank you, Lori. Your birthday? Yes, my birthday is Valentine's Day. Yep, yep. Catherine's like, Marquita, you're on a yarn fast. Oh Lord, you're getting called out. Lacey is suggesting misfit yarns. Oh, I've seen some of the yarns. Your yarn's gorgeous. Misfit has a banging slub yarn. Okay, I'm not afraid to say when I don't know something. What's slub yarn? Someone fill me in. I've never heard that term before. I'm just full of love. Yeah, well, my birth ruined my parents' plans for a romantic night out. That's a long story, though. I mean, I can't think of any dyers off the top of my head. I think you'd have a good chance finding some amazing hand spun that might meet your needs. Cool. I know, Catherine, but I still want to look and know my options. I'm just going to look. No. I'm not going to buy. We're just going to go look. Yeah. Said everybody that's ever bought a car, a house. Oh no, we just went to look at it. We're not gonna put an offer in. Oh my god, we put in an offer. Oh no, we're gonna look at the new car, see what's out there. Oh, we bought one. Oh no, I'm going shopping. I'm not gonna go shopping. I'm just gonna go window shopping. I'm just gonna go look. I'm maxing up my credit card. Or is that just me and my family? Maybe it is. I doubt it, but maybe it is. What about the paw ply guys? Girl, I didn't hear anything in your diet that specifically said you can't buy any skin yarn. Slub yarn. What is slub? Someone fill me in. Because right now it sounds like is it Millens? Is it different than Millens? What is it? Although I'm finding it funny that she used diet and skin yarn and although a typo in the same comment. That's pretty funny. Did I lose you guys? Did we fall off the planet? I'm not seeing any comments. Not seeing any comments at all. Where y'all at? Speak up. Hello? 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 Are we stuck? Okay, here we go. Jeez. They just call the thick parts of a thick and thin slubs. Okay. We are here. Okay, YouTube must have been glitching because I was not seeing any comments whatsoever, and then a whole wall full of them came up at once. Oh, YouTube, you're so funny. Check your messenger. I sent you a screenshot. Okay. I've never heard of slub yarn before. Well, let me go look at Lacey's screenshot and see if I can share it. Really? You know, let me share anything. There it is. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I can try to blow it up a bit. No, it's not gonna work. Um, but okay, I see. It's kind of like thick and thin and very interesting looking. So that's slub. All right, good to know. Reset my screen. Okay. I remember a YouTuber talking about slub yarn, but I don't remember who or what slub is. Well, I just showed you. Are you talking about roving yarn? All right, now here's a big argument because some people say that roving is a yarn that goes from thick to thin. Other people say it's that roving is a yarn that's not twisted. But my argument with the people that say roving yarn is not twisted is okay. So if it's not twisted, doesn't that lend itself to being more thick and thin? So yeah, skin yarn. Yeah, that was funny. It's got little slubs on it, like little pieces, like that little pieces of nubby pieces of yarn that stick out. Interesting. I just sent you a pic of the convertible hat I'm making. Okay. Roving is single ply, and because of that, it gets thicker and thinner in different spots. Yeah, okay. So if roving is single ply, and because of that, it gets thicker and thinner in different spots, why do people get so annoyed when people describe roving as yarn that's thick and thin? I'm not going to name any names because some of you probably know the conversation I might be talking about. But what's the issue? Does it really matter why it's thick and thin? Is there a name for a thick and thin yarn that is plied? I'm kind of confused by that. Amanda, Lori, you guys got some insight into that? PJ, I mean any kind of thick and thin yarns. Cool. But there is a different meaning to it in spinner world, I think. I love single ply yarn. I do too. Amanda, do you like slub too? Amanda saying, finally, okay. Roving is fiber that has been processed, technically carded, to be spun into yarn. If you pull it, it falls apart. To make roving yarn, it has to be felted. If you twist it, it's not roving. Okay. Okay. I don't want to like get into the weeds on another conversation. So I'm just gonna say it makes sense. Okay, I agree with you. Omar kidding me too. It has a way that the color depth looks like a shadow undertone. Unforgettable. Just saying. Not all single plies and not all thick and thins are roving yarn. Okay, so what's an example of a single ply and or a thick and thin? That's I'm not gonna put you on the spot like that, Amanda. I'm just kind of confused by it. See, Lacey, don't you think the fabric looks extra cozy with thick and thin yarns? If you twist, it's yarn. Okay. So wait, if you twist its yarn, if you don't twist, it's roving, but is it still roving yarn, or is it just roving fiber? I didn't mean to get all into the weeds in this. Good grief, we could make another hour just talking about this. I love Misfits yarn, but I want more variety. All right, so that search continues. So let's see. Marquita's still looking for her slub. Lacey is over there probably hugging some unforgettable because she loves her roving and her single ply yarn. Amanda is still trying to explain the difference between a single ply that is a roving and a thick and thin yarn that's not. And I'm just sitting here going, huh? Which is my default setting, by the way, so don't take any of that don't take that personally. He's saying, yes, I do, and it has a rustic, earthy look to it too. I'm talking about how it looks cozy. I'm not super into slubby yarn. I learned how to make them when I learned how to spin art yarn. Lacey, I know that Trilogy Yarns does a slub yarn on her trunk shows. Not sure if she has it on the site or not, but if so, she has tons of colorways. Slub is more of a knitter used yarn traditionally. Yeah, because I can imagine that'd be kind of hard to work onto a crochet hook. That could be a pain to work with a crochet hook. It might not be as bad with Tunisian, but then I'm not sure how you can keep the stitches straight. I blame the big box stores. Yeah, I go ahead and blame them for everything. It's fine. It's the big box stores that brought you Red Heart Super Saver. Which, okay, one more time. It's great to start with, but once you know that there are other yarns out there, up, yeah. Once you know there's other yarns out there, dot dot dot. I'll leave that at that. I'm not going to get into that argument too. The roving argument's enough. All right, y'all. It's a little after 8. We've been on here for an hour. As you can hear, I'm starting to get congested, as happens when I talk for over an hour. Of course, it started probably halfway through the chat, so I don't, whatever. Um, so I'm gonna get off here. Plus, y'all made me hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and root in the kitchen for something to eat for dinner. Um, and now, so I get back to my assignment. Uh, PJ saying, I make latch hook rugs out of Red Heart Super Saver. Yeah, Red Heart Super Saver is great for crafts. Like I've made latch hook rugs. I've made doll hair. Um, I've done a variety of things with it. It's just not my go-to for crochet anymore. Especially something that's going to rub up against my body. It's just scratchy. And I know. Yes, it softens up after you wash it. But you know what else it does after you wash it a few times? Pill. So great, and now it's soft enough to wear, but now it's all pilly. So I don't know. But people love it. Obviously, they sell it. They sell a whole lot of it. So I mean, your mileage may vary. More power to you if you like it. It's great, cool. Have at it. It's just no longer my jam for most of what I make. Good night, Lori. Thanks for being here. Good night, Catherine. Thanks for being here too. And you have a good rest of your week too. I think the kicker is when the word style is added after the word roving. Oh, when they say roving style. Yeah. It's not really a style. It's a state of being. Okay, now I'm getting all philosophical about yarn. It's definitely time to go now. Thank you, PJ. Night, VJ. You have a blessed night as well, and I'll see you around the yarny hallways, I'm sure. Yeah, Amanda, I am too, I guess, or order something. I don't know. Depends on what's in the kitchen that is quick enough for me to cook. Because I really gotta get back into this assignment. I don't have a whole lot of time to be in there cooking a whole lot of stuff. And my daughter has apparently decided she's not cooking either. So I think I'm gonna go see if she wants to like order a pizza or something. Maybe I can get a pizza with some cabbage on it. uh, yep. But roving means carded fiber ready to be spun. Okay, Amanda, we're gonna have you come back and you can explain all this in the chat. We'll have to like do some special live or something so we can go over this because I really would like to get this straight. So we'll talk about that later. But with that, I am going to go. Tell me about it. DoorDash is Bay. So I'm gonna go, guys. So thanks for being here. Thanks for making my stressful week less stressful because I feel better already. And I will see you guys around the yarning halls. And I will see you. If I don't see you there, I will definitely see you back here next Wednesday. So have a good night, everybody. Bye.